All right, here we go. Welcome everybody to the live stream while we are all getting dumped on live on YouTube. Our portfolios are dumping. It's great. It's very exciting to see cryptocurrencies just go down and down and down and down and down. Why are cryptocurrencies going down? What the heck is happening? Should we sell? Should we give up at this point? What should we do? Well, in this video, I'm going to be discussing, this live stream rather, I'm going to be discussing what we should do. Should we be fearful? Should we be selling? What should we be doing as cryptocurrencies are continuing to crash before us live? And they've been dumping all day, especially the last hour. Cryptos have been going down nonstop. But welcome everybody. We got Gringo Viejo. We have Joe. We have SR369. We have that guy. We have TIE Fighter. We have Jared. We have David. Welcome. Welcome Scott, Peter, Joshua, Philly Drifts TV. He's down 110K, but he's chilling. JG Camaro SS. Attila Trey. Who else do we have in here? Jose, Jason, Oscar, William, Copernicus. Who else do we have in here? We have Chris. Welcome. We have Nozenine. Welcome. We have William. Again, Big Neck. Jonathan, Jose, Michael, Mob, welcome, welcome. Dratini, Michael, David, what's going on? We have Eric. Awesome. We have Dorito, he is here. Glad I can pronounce your name right this time. We have Marcus. Make sure you guys smash up the like button. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. Go ahead, John. Welcome, John. Welcome, Jorge. Top of the crypto to you as well. We have a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to discuss as we are all getting dumped on live. We are getting dumped on to a level that we have never been dumped on before. Cryptos are historically dumping on us right now. We are in a big moment in history where we get dumped on. Larry, welcome, welcome. Ronald, welcome. Ernie, what's up, my boy? We have Mike Hodel. Teresa, she's down 10K. Carlos, he's down 20K. Everyone is down, okay? Everyone is down for the most part. We have Keith, welcome. It's good to have you all here. Now give this video, this live stream, a thumbs up, and we are going to get started. So, why are cryptos dumping? Why are they going down again and again and again and again and again? Well, do understand that last week was a pretty strong week. Last week was pretty bullish, and for almost a week straight, cryptocurrencies were going up, right? And they were bullish. I mean, any type of dip we had, look at this. There's a pretty big dip here, and it immediately got bought back up. So understand that. So last week, very bullish. We were green all week. Do not forget that. Do not forget that. And guess what? We are still way higher than where we were a week ago. We're still way higher. So that's good. So we are still higher. Cryptos are seeing a big pullback. This is a very big pullback from this weekend. I believe it was Saturday night. Things started to go down. But up until last week, things were very bullish, and things are going down. Things are going down because traders are anticipating the CPI data, which is going to be taking place this Wednesday. So The CPI data is what people all around the world are waiting for and anticipating. And the CPI data is going to be none other than the reading report that talks about and shows inflation in this country for the month of June. So we're going to see how inflation has done in the month of June. And the CPI stands for Consumer Price Index. So based on the prices of goods, services, and other things, they're able to take all that information and figure out if inflation has gone up or down. Now, what's very different about this particular reading is once a month this information is read, is that analysts are expecting this reading to be the highest reading all year and probably going to be the highest inflation number for many, many years, 30, 40 years, potentially. They're speculating the number is going to be around 9%, 8.6, 8.8, somewhere in that range. So that this year, up until now, inflation has gone up about 8 to 9%. So depending on how the numbers come in with the report is going to determine a lot of things. If the numbers come in as expected or under expectations of the analysts, we will certainly expect cryptos probably to be bullish, stocks to be bullish, there to be a bullish recovery in the market, a strong bounce. So that's kind of like what the bullish case is going to be. If expectations, if the numbers come in lower than expected and what the analysts are thinking is going to happen. So that's one thing. But what if the numbers come in higher than expected? What if the numbers come in higher than expected? If the numbers come in higher than expected, obviously it's going to be bearish, but a lot of this dumping, this crashing has already been priced into the market. Cryptos and stocks have already been beaten down so much that it might not have so strong of a bearish effect. So that's kind of like what we are thinking, what we're looking at right now. So I am thinking, it's just my opinion, and I'm not an expert on CPI. Honestly, don't know much about CPI and those types of numbers, as that's not my thing. I'm a technical analysis person for a trader, in cryptos. I know cryptos, I know trading, I know technical analysis. That's what I do. That's my expertise. Now, I do think that maybe Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, that we could start to see some bullish action because a lot of traders are anticipating the news to be bearish. So generally, when a lot of traders are anticipating an event on Tuesday or Wednesday, you're going to see bearishness until that time. You're going to see bearishness until that time. And usually that day or the day of or the day after, even though it's bearish news, that we could see bullish action. And that's what we've kind of been seeing the last CPI reports. All these numbers and the data that comes out, even though it's somewhat bearish, hawkish, these reports, these numbers are actually causing cryptos to be bullish. So very interesting. So one thing that is certainly governing and guiding the market the last couple of days is the DXY. This is the US dollar. It continues to pump to insane degrees. It is not stopping. The DXY is the US dollar compared against all currencies around the world. And the numbers are coming out around the world of inflation, of dollars around the world, like the euro, the yen, other major dollars and currencies around the world. The inflation is getting higher and higher, and those currencies are weakening against the US dollar, which is the DXY. The dollar is pumping so hard that what happens when the dollar pumps to this degree, when it's out of control, is markets are very unstable, markets are very volatile, and it pushes down the stock market of the US. It pushes down crypto. It pushes down tech stocks. It pushes down risk assets like cryptocurrencies. So the dollar is what is pushing everything down. When you see the dollar continue pumping like this, but here's the thing. when something is just pumping out of control, no matter what it is, whether it's Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, eventually it has to top out and go down. It's got to crash. The dollar is going to crash. The DXY is going to crash at some point, and the dollar is going to continue to go up when people are expecting the Fed to be hawkish, when they expect the Fed to continue to raise interest rates. This type of information, this data, is what is pumping the dollar, in addition to the information reports coming out regarding currencies around the world falling and inflation. So, taking a look at the stock market, this is the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ futures is turning green here. So today was a very bearish day for cryptos and stocks, but we're seeing a little bit of a bounce in the futures markets. The S&P 500 futures, they're going up. So interesting to note. And we have the Dow futures are kind of just trading sideways there. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is $20,000 exactly on the head. Ethereum is just about 1,100. I'm thinking we are going to be getting a bounce here within the next couple of hours, somewhat of a little bounce, because cryptos have been just getting wrecked all day, literally all day. And we are inside of this falling wedge pattern. A falling wedge is a bullish pattern. So I do believe cryptos are going to probably get somewhat of a bounce off of this support level here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, as Bitcoin leads and guides the whole market. Let me take off these indicators. Bitcoin right now, let's take a look here. Bitcoin is about $20,000, a major support level, major psychological support level. We might get a bounce here. But here's something very interesting I want to share with you. So Bitcoin is forming this pattern here, and it seems like today we've come very close to this support level. So there is some room for Bitcoin to come down and test this support level, which has been holding the price of Bitcoin up since we have crashed. And there is a bearish scenario. So cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is, in my opinion, I'm more bullish than bearish, at least for the next couple of weeks. But Bitcoin, in my opinion, is still holding up strong. And I do believe Bitcoin is going to break out of this pattern in a bullish way, because Bitcoin last week broke this major resistance level over here. Last week we did that over here. So that was a huge feat for Bitcoin and the crypto market. And we still have a major support level to hold up. And that support level is approximately $22,000. We're back to 20,000 right now. But I do believe Bitcoin is going to probably bounce somewhere in this region, no matter how bearish the CPI is. I do believe that cryptos will have a bullish response toward the end of this week. When you have a lot of bearishness for several days on end, leading into an anticipated event where people are selling because they anticipate news to do certain things, usually that day or the day of that event will actually be the day for a recovery. So I'm thinking that cryptos could come down a little bit further, but I do believe that towards the end of this week that we're going to see somewhat of a recovery. And I do have some other information very important that I need to share with you. So looking at CoinMarketCap, we can see the past 24 hours, cryptos, Bitcoin is down 4%, Ethereum is down just about 6%. BNB down 3.5%, XRP 4%, Cardano 6%, Solana down 9%, Dogecoin 8%, Shiba Inu down 8.5%. So most cryptocurrencies have taken a pretty big beating the last 24 hours, and do expect after a pretty big dump to be somewhat of a bounce here to follow. But I do have some information that I want to share with you. And what I've been talking about last week, there is an indicator that is 100% accurate. And before we get further into the video, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and subscribe with notifications on. So there is an indicator, it's called the Pi cycle indicator. And I'm going to pull it up here. It's called the Pi cycle bottom indicator. And the Pi cycle bottom is on the brink of crossing. Let me zoom in. It's very, 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 very close to crossing. And if Bitcoin gets a move up, there is a likely scenario that this indicator is going to print or cross. Now, let me show you previously what happens when this indicator crosses for Bitcoin. The last time it crossed, interesting, the chart doesn't go that far. What is this, 2019? Let me pull up this Bitcoin chart. So weird. I'm gonna have to use another Bitcoin chart. Here we go. This is it. I got the right chart here. So the last time Bitcoin crossed on this pattern, guess what happened? The indicator popped up because the lines crossed. This is called the pi cycle bottom. It's specifically only a bottom indicator. And guess what happened here? Let's see if we can do this. Vertical line, Alt V. So exactly right here, guys, when this indicator popped up, look at what happened to the price. It immediately went up and continued up for a massive run. And this crossed when Bitcoin was approximately $3,000, and eventually, a couple years later, ended up going to 69,000. That was the last time this indicator crossed. It called out the exact bottom on the exact day. Guess what happened? That was 2018. Guess what happened before that? The previous time it crossed in 2015. Did the same exact thing. It called out the exact bottom, and prices did not go further than that when it hit the bottom. So it called out the exact bottom for cryptocurrencies every time it has crossed, and it has only crossed 2 times in Bitcoin's history. Now it's going to be crossing here very soon, probably this week. It was projected to cross today, and that's if Bitcoin was going to continue to go up, but it didn't happen. So we are getting very close to this cross. So generally what we have seen previously with this indicator is there was some dropping before the cross. So we could see another little drop inside of this pattern and then get a bounce inside of the pattern, and that's going to cause these moving averages to cross. And from what we have seen, 100% of the time when this indicator does cross, it indicates the exact bottom of not only just the short area, but the macro bottom. It calls out the macro bottom of the bear market. The bear market, not just what's going to be happening today or tomorrow, is calling out the exact bottom of the bear market for years. So it only has crossed only 2 times since 2015. Do I think Bitcoin will go to 5K? No, I don't. I don't think cryptos are going to go that low. And I don't think there's going to be another major crash, as a lot of people are calling out. So I'll get into that over a second. So let's take a look at this. Pi cycle top. Let's see if this prints. This one is not working. Pi cycle top. That's what we're looking for. Just want to show work. Perfect. I guess you have to pull up both indicators. So the pi cycle top calls out the exact times, the exact tops in the previous bull runs. Look, the top literally happened on the exact day that Bitcoin reached 69K. When Bitcoin reached the exact top here over in 65K. Bitcoin ended up coming back up again, but people are calling it a dead cat bounce. So very interesting that I called out the exact top on that specific day. Look at this. This is absolutely crazy, guys. It calls out the top. Where this indicator pops up is exactly where the moving averages cross. So another exact formula for calling out the exact top. Let's see if it does it again. This is just insane. So the exact top before it started to go down right here. So we're seeing that this indicator for the top and the bottom is 100% accurate. 100% accurate. Very interesting. You know, does it mean that the indicator is going to be 100% accurate here in the future? That when Bitcoin crosses in the pi cycle bottom in the next couple of days, does that mean that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have reached a bottom for sure? It's never going to go. Below that. Does it mean that? No, it doesn't guarantee anything. But from what we can see of history, as it does tend to repeat itself and rhyme, that there is a likely possibility that this indicator, when it crosses, can be calling out the exact bottom of this market. So that's something interesting to take note of and understand, even though times are a bit bearish right now and cryptos are continuing to go further down as we are making this video. But cryptos have been making higher lows. So this could be a low. So the next couple of days, we couldn't go lower, right? But cryptos, look at this. They've been, at least for Bitcoin, for the most part, Bitcoin, which leads and governs the entire crypto market. Look at this. Bitcoin, remember this drop just about a week ago? Just about 1 week ago, people were like, oh my gosh, cryptos are going back down again. Cryptos are going to crash again. And look at all the green that happened immediately after. So understand that when times are bearish and people are panicking and freaking out, like I'm sure we all are freaking out because cryptos are just dumping like crazy. Guess what? Green comes after it, always, no matter what. And cryptos have been forming. We're still in an uptrend here. So Bitcoin crashed here, 17.5. We went up. We formed a high. We went down. We formed a low. Guess what? We went up and we broke the previous high. So it's an uptrend. So we're very likely maybe to come down a little bit, but to continue to go up. So that's how an uptrend forms. And generally, in a bear market, what we can also see is that there's usually a consolidation range. There's usually a consolidation period after a major crash, which does take time to build up. You know, we're going to see like moves up in here to really take off. And there's going to be a big move here soon, likely. Probably this month, that's going to take cryptos up to the next level, the next range. And I believe that's going to take Bitcoin up to 25K. But let me show you exactly what happened 1 year ago that a lot of us forget about. Look at this. Let's see. Today is July the 11th. Guess what happened? This was last year, 1 year ago. Cryptocurrencies, they crashed. We're in the same type of thing. They pumped up, they went down. Oh gosh, Bitcoin's going to 0. Bitcoin's going to 5K. And guess what? Cryptos took a dump and people thought cryptos were dead. They were selling, they were panicking. And look at this. The whales played all of these freaked out people, the people that sold down there. And guess what? All these people that sold down here, they bought way up here. They bought up here and they bought up here and had to write it down again. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful and understand that cryptocurrencies can recover very fast. Cryptocurrencies can recover faster than you can think, faster than you can move, faster than you can buy. It happens all the time. Cryptos bounce up and recover very, 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 very fast. So be aware of that. I am pretty much talking about the whole crypto market pivoting. As Saiyan Vance has asked, Miles, are you talking only about crypto or the whole market pivoting? The whole crypto market pivoting. I'm not too sure about the S&P 500 and the stock market, but cryptos do follow the stock market. So that's something we need to be aware of. But I do believe that cryptos are going to be pivoting this month, that there is going to be a big move this month. As last year on the 21st and 22nd of July is when there was like a final dump. And guess what? Cryptos ended up bouncing up very hard and very fast from that point. And it was very exciting to see. So hopefully we do see a bullish continuation. Cryptos continue to bounce up, but as of right now, the immediate short term, we are bearish. We are going down. So going down, red, that's bearish. So we're experiencing bearishness at the current moment. We've been dumping the past couple of days, and we are waiting for a bounce tonight. Usually when cryptos are just very bearish and they've been dumping all day long, usually you'll begin to see somewhat of a bounce in the evening. And that's kind of like what we're sitting here waiting for, since we are forming some support structure where you're starting to see some attempts to go up here. And it's very likely that we will probably see somewhat of a little relief bounce tonight. This may or may not happen. It's not financial advice, just my own opinion. But from my personal experience, when you see just crazy dumps like this, as we've been experiencing today, there certainly should be somewhat of a bounce to follow this. If there is not, that's obviously very bearish. There's a lot of fear and panic in the markets, and that's going to be leading and governing the markets down further. So interesting to take note of. Let's see what we can find on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, of course, and Instagram. And if you guys want to get access to buy and sell alerts where we are making money while the market is down, trading sideways, I have buy and sell alerts when you know when to exit. So you wouldn't be riding out these dumps. You would know when to exit. You would know when to sell. You know when to buy. Join the Patreon right now. I'll give you guys a link for that. We are making profitable trades here in the Patreon. Let's go. So let's get back. Let's see what we got over here. Nothing crazy. Okay. Nothing crazy really right now to check out. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other altcoins. Shiba is starting to bounce up. Shiba bounces hard, guys. Whenever the market is down, whenever the market takes a dump, Shiba is very quick to bounce up. So Shiba is a great crypto to trade, especially when it comes to bounces in the market. We have Cardano down, Dogecoin, Shiba. Let's see what we got over here. ApeCoin is down to $4. Wow. Down 10% today. Solana is $33. XRP 31 cents. Crazy, crazy. XRP is down to 31 cents. If you buy XRP right now and it goes back up to 44 cents, you'll make close to 50%. Cryptos are at a massive discount here. Cryptos are still at a massive discount. So do understand that last year, and there's times when cryptos crash and are down super cheap, you always regret and wish you would have bought more. This is certainly potentially a good time to buy cryptocurrencies while they are down at a discount. Well, let's see on a macro scale how is Doge doing here. So Doge is actually flipping a bit bearish, breaking this support here, flipping under 6, getting close to 6 cents on the head. But Doge ended up breaking the support. You see a double top pattern here, an M pattern that is bearish. But we will have to see because this falling wedge pattern is bullish. So we'll probably get somewhat of a support bounce here and trend up. See how Shiba Inu is looking. Kind of the same exact thing for Shiba Inu. Actually, no, different. And what you were seeing right there, this is where we bought just a couple weeks ago Shiba Inu in the Patreon and made over about 45% in just a few days. That's pretty exciting. And last week we had a trailer for Shiba Inu made 10% in just about a couple of hours. That was pretty exciting. But Shiba Inu right now, this is quite bullish. This is somewhat of a bullish pattern. We are seeing inverse head and shoulders. That this is a pretty good setup for a bigger move here soon. So Doge compared to Shiba, Shiba's more bullish, but they're kind of like forming the same exact patterns. These inverse head and shoulders, which is somewhat indicative of us reaching a bottom. And guys, please, if you would give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it, as we have about 200 people in here. It's a pleasure to have you all. But I am expecting cryptos to end up green this week. How do you guys think cryptos are going to end this week? Do you guys think they're going to end up green? Are they going to end up red? Do you guys think cryptos are going to bounce tonight? Let me know if you guys think cryptos are going to bounce tonight as well. I mean, just look at this dump with Ethereum. I mean, cryptos, they took a huge dump today. Very big moves, strong moves down with no green, just a straight knife, a straight free fall. Antonio, good to have you. Crypto streamer, thanks for smashing up the like button. We have Ange, thank you. Chase in here. AOD, John Munson, welcome, welcome. Welcome all you new people. Shant, welcome. Pete's. Glad to have you guys here. Robert says that we're going to get a bounce tonight. I agree with Robert. I think that's very likely. Look at this candle here forming. This 1 hour candle. That is a bullish candle. That's a bullish candle. Usually a bottom candle right there. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if cryptos end up bouncing here. I think we are going to get a bounce, but just be careful, guys. Be careful and understand that cryptos can drop further. We are in a volatile time period where people are expecting the CPI to be bad. And when people are expecting numbers like that to be bad, they panic sell, they freak out, they go crazy. Let me see if there's any crazy crypto news right now. Oh, wow. Click on this article, guys. So 3 Arrows Capital is the hedge fund that pretty much caused this entire crypto ruin and crash. Bruno, welcome. Robert, have a good one, brother. Enjoy your work. Hope you have a good night. So liquidators for crypto hedge fund 3 Arrows Capital say they cannot find the founders. So liquidators can't get in contact with Kyle Davies and Zoop Su. So I guess these people disappeared. These people have disappeared quickly. People that ruined the crypto market, they're gone. Missing. Vanished. But look, cryptos are starting to bounce up a little bit. Take a look at Bitcoin. Look at this. This is looking pretty good, guys. This is some good support structure. Cryptos probably will bounce from here, just given the understanding that they've been dipping all day. So this is a pretty decent dip here. But we'll see. It could get rejected. So hopefully cryptos do bounce up tonight, get somewhat of a relief, because they've been dumping like crazy. They've been dumping like crazy. It's time to get somewhat of a bounce. Probably do, if we do get somewhat of a bounce tonight, we might get a little bounce tomorrow, which is Tuesday, but Wednesday is going to be pretty volatile. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Let me go ahead and show you guys what's happening on Wednesday. Wait till the bottom is in. All right. So here we have it. Is there anything tomorrow? So we have the Fed. They're going to be speaking tomorrow, so it can cause more volatility. If you guys go over to forexfactory.com, it is free. Forex Factory. You can go over there, and it is a free website that you can look at the economical calendars around the world, and it shows the USD, and that shows obviously the US dollar, the US, United States, and what's happening on that day. So we have the FOMC member William speaking. Pretty much the only thing, and depending on what he says tomorrow, people are going to be asking him questions, probably regarding inflation. That could have a further dump effect on the market. DXY is overextended, it due for a correction. Totally agree with that statement. Super overextended. It can go up further, of course. But when something is extremely overextended, like the DXY has gone up and pumped like crazy, there's going to be a huge crash to follow that. And if there is a major crash with the dollar, that's going to have a huge bullish effect on cryptos. So we're getting very close as the dollar is just continuing to pump outrageously. I mean, look at this thing. It's taking a dip now, but I mean, guys, this is the US dollar. It's just going crazy. It's going straight up. It doesn't just go up. It's straight up. So when something pumps like this, just out of control, it is going to have a profound crash. It's going to be a big crash. When there is a big crash, there is going to be a big pump. When the dollar goes down, cryptos will pump. So going over to Forex Factory, we see the Fed is going to be speaking Tuesday. Oh, no, sorry. The Fed spoke today. I was looking at the wrong calendar. What do we have tomorrow? Nothing. The 10-year bond auction. Nothing really tomorrow, guys. Let me confirm that. But CPI is coming out 8:30 on Wednesday. Crude oil inventories 10:30. There's a lot of earnings taking place. Federal budget balance. Nothing crazy except CPI, which is, of course, going to be huge. We have the PPI numbers. What's going on Friday? Retail sales and preliminary UOM consumer sentiment. So consumer sentiment as well. So this week is going to be packed full of data, which is going to have a strong impact on cryptos and stocks. So that's kind of what we're in store for, guys. A lot of volatility. Hopefully we can get somewhat of a bounce here. That's what we're looking for. Let's see how the charts hold up. But as of right now, the charts are bearish. We are, since we have dumped so much, we should be seeing somewhat of a bounce. And cryptocurrencies, if we do take a look at Bitcoin, we are still holding it bullish. We have not broken this major support level, 18,600. That is a major support level. If it is broken, this uptrend is going to be invalidated, and we will see pretty much a move down to 17.5, which is the current bottom of the market. And if that is broken, we're going to see bigger dumps. But I don't think that that's going to be a possibility. I'm more leaning towards a bullish sentiment that cryptos are going to be more bullish here, and that cryptos will be bullish throughout this week. So let me know if you guys think cryptos are going to be bullish throughout the week. Now, if you guys want to get access to these buy and sell alerts where we are making profits every single week, go ahead and join the Patreon tier 3. Highly recommend it, so you get access to all the tiers, and you can be in the private whale group chat where I'm constantly in there. You guys are asking questions. We have a lot of good traders in there. You can ask them questions so you can have an understanding of what to do at all times, and you'll have access to that at tier 3. And I am releasing for a few select members my new course, which is going to teach you how to make 1% to 2% every single day, trading with a couple of working strategies that I've developed for a very long time. If you want to get access to that or find out how to get involved with that course and mentoring program, it's a whole year program where, of course, you get the course, but for a whole year, I'll be sitting with you every single week to help you learn my strategies and everything that I know in crypto. If you are interested in that, go over to my Instagram. It is MYLESG Investments, and just message me the word course, and I will send you an application to see if you qualify for that course, which I only have a few slots for. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Check out my previous video today. I released a short as well, and I'm glad to be here, and I will be streaming a lot more often. I'm happy that you guys have all come, that we have been able to hang out and get dumped on while the crypto market is dumping. Unfortunately, it's not going up, but hey, we can make money when the market even goes down by shorting. So that's also what I teach you in my course and also in the Patreon. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much. I will be making a bunch of videos this week. We will be live streaming a lot, and I will see you all later.